stretch. So I'm going to play a quick video, wait for a few people to see that the live is live, and we'll get straight into it. Hey, good evening, rock stars. We're going to get straight into it. I'm going to get my main man, SEPO, out here, and he's going to be sharing some knowledge, some value, and some of his expertise. Hey, SEPO, how are you, bro?
Hey, Dre, I'm doing great. How you doing?
I am amazing, absolutely amazing. So we've got the last 4 speakers of the night, and I just want to say a massive thank you to you for giving up some of your time, contributing, donating, and I'm going to leave you to it. So are you going to share your screen now, or are you going to do that a bit later
Yeah.
on?
Let me just go ahead and share my screen real quick.
Oh, nice.
Can you see
all
my
over
screen?
it. Yeah, sweet. All right, I'm going to leave you to it. I'll be back in probably about 20 minutes or so, and we can answer any questions that might come up.
Fantastic. Thank you, Dre. So hello, everybody, and I'm so excited. I'm so pumped up to be doing this event and helping raise funds for Rett syndrome and Angelman syndrome research. I mean, a big shout out to my man, Dre, for organizing this whole event, this massive event. And it's a birthday present to himself because tomorrow is his birthday. So make sure you make some noise for him tomorrow. Give him a big shout out because this is awesome. So my name is SEPO, and I'm a mindset transformation coach. And I help coaches, I help consultants and entrepreneurs overcome limiting beliefs so they become the best version of themselves. And outside of that, I'm a medical doctor, I'm a research physician, and doing HIV vaccines, COVID vaccines. So when it comes to medical research, I'm so on that. And so I'm a scientist at heart, so give for this cause because we're doing a wonderful thing here. And so what I want to talk to you about today in the next few minutes, as I have your attention, is to hopefully give you back a return, value on your investment. And I hope that after my short presentation, you'll be able to walk away feeling one step closer to your goals you have set for yourself, and that you may take back the power, have control over the dreams that you want to achieve. So by the end of all this, all I want you to do is have power. So we're going to talk about 3 beliefs that are holding you back from unleashing that same power. And as I like to say, you are only just one decision away from changing our lives. We're only one decision away from changing our lives forever. And it's because if we want more power in our lives, if we want to have control, let's understand first what power is. And secondly, I'll walk you through quickly some steps and to show you how you can get to that decision-making point. I want you to become more powerful so that you can make decisions that not only change your life forever, but decisions that will impact millions forever. So today I want to talk to you about unleashing your power. But first, I like telling stories. So I'm going to share a story with you. And it's a short story, just a quick story. And it's a Bible story. It's from John chapter 5. And the story goes, it's based in Jerusalem, that I believe, yes. And there was this pool, a pool of water called Bethesda. And the ruins are still there if you want to go visit. But there's a pool of Bethesda. And this pool had some steps to go into it, porticos all over the place. There were 5 of them. And so there were these steps that you had to climb to get into the pool. And around this pool, there were crowds and crowds of people. And these people were unwell, they were sick, they were paralyzed, they were blind, they were disabled. And they would just hang around this pool day in and day out. And the reason they would hang around this pool is because at a certain time, an angel would come down and shake up the waters, stir up the waters. And the first person who would enter the pool after the water was shaken up by the angel would instantly be healed. Their infirmities would be cured. So there was this certain man, and this man had a condition for 38 years, all right? And this condition kept him from walking. So he had this mattress that he would be on, lying down, and he'd just be there sitting, waiting for the water to be stirred up by this angel. And so one day Jesus walks by him, and he notices that this man has had this condition for quite a long time. So Jesus says, he asked him a question, and he asked the man, he says, "Do you want to be healed of your condition?" And the man said, "Sir, listen, I have no one to put me in the pool when the angel stirs the water. When I try to crawl, when I try to get in there myself, other people come in before me. I'm unable to get into the water because someone always beats me to it." And then Jesus told him, "Stand up, pick up your mattress, and walk." And immediately, the man was healed, picked up his mattress, and walked on his merry way. Let's get back to our topic, and I'll come back to that story later. So let's talk about power. A while back, I recall putting a question post on my Facebook wall. I was asking people, how do you define power? What's your definition of power? Don't use Google, don't use a dictionary, just give me your definition of power. And you can check out the post. There's a myriad of answers, great answers. But the reason I posed that question to individuals is because I wanted them to assess themselves, to ask themselves, do I want to become powerful? Do I want to be powerful? Do I want to have power? And I don't know how the word power has gotten this bad rep over the years. You know, we have these negative associations with power. But the truth is, in essence, power is neutral, right? You can be powerful and really bad, or powerful and really good. And so it's neutral. If we can harness power, then we can amplify who we are internally. And so if you're watching this, I'm hoping you're on the good side of this equation. So being powerful is not a bad thing. And what I want by the end of this is, I want you to realize that you're actually in control. I want you to take back the control, take back the power, because you can have power, and the power to make the decision that can change your life forever. So I'll also walk you through the frameworks that we think about when making a decision. You must be in control, in power to make a decision. And so how do you define power? So the dictionary definition of power is the ability to influence or direct events or people. But one of the best definitions I've ever heard, someone said that power is thought to existence. So if you think about God, right? God is omnipotent. He's all powerful, right? So as he thinks, it appears, it exists. He thinks it appears. It's thought to existence. And there's no space between that time. There's no time. So as humans, if we can narrow that gap of thought to existence for ourselves, then we can get closer and closer to having more power. But unfortunately, many of us, instead of changing our lives by being in power, we blame sources outside our control. And so moving forward, when I use the word blame, I want you to think of give power to. So whenever we blame sources, we're giving power sources to something or someone else. And once we do that, we become weak ourselves. So there are 3 core beliefs from my title, there are 3 core beliefs. They're irrational, but the 3 core beliefs that we tend to cast our power to. And I'm not the only transformation coach who's out there, right? There are thousands of us, there are thousands. And we all maybe have different ways of approaching and tackling problems for our clients. And it could be, meditation, it could be yoga, it could be cold showers, it could be hypnosis, could be all kinds of these things, right? And you hear some people say, like, the only things you need to tackle to overcome this limiting belief is A, B, C, and D. Some other coach may say, all you need to overcome is this, X, Y, and Z. All you need is P, Q, and R, or A, Z, and P, But because we all solve the same or similar problems, and they work to overcome limiting beliefs, then there must be an actual truth. There must be something that is true and common across the board. And so something that is unquestioned. And so I want us to get down to this. And I think the answer to this question is we should look at the work of Dr. Albert Ellis. So if you've ever heard of cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, Dr. Albert Ellis is the one that invented it, right? Smart guy. And he said initially, he came up with, I think, over 20 distortions of reality. And he summarized it down to like 17, then 11, 9, 7, until it came down to just 3. He couldn't break down these 3 any longer. These were like the core distortions of reality that he found we always tell ourselves. And then what does this have to do with making decisions, with having power? Well, the limiting beliefs that we tell ourselves, that we cast our power to, they are distortions of reality. I'll say it again. The limiting beliefs that we tell ourselves, that we offer ourselves, that we cast our power to, that we blame, these are distortions of reality. Limiting beliefs are just distortions of reality. It means they are not real. These are things that we tell ourselves to upset and frustrate ourselves. They are distortions of reality. Imposter syndrome, lack of confidence, I'm not good enough, fear of failure, fear of taking risks, overwhelm. These limiting beliefs, whatever you might be struggling with, I'm telling you, these are just limiting beliefs, limiting distortions. These are distortions of reality. They are not real. And so this is a list of the 3 core irrational beliefs that Dr. Ellis discovered that we cast our power to. And the first one is circumstances. And the irrational statement, although you don't say it, this is what the belief in its circumstances says: I must get what I want when I want it, and I must not get what I don't want. If I don't get what I want, I can't stand it. Under others, other people must treat me fairly and kindly. And if they don't, they are no good and they deserve to be condemned and punished. That's like the animal brain, right? We cast, which is when people blame their limiting beliefs on circumstances and on other people. And the last belief that he discovered was the self. And it says, I must do well or else I am no good. These are the 3 core distortions or beliefs and the irrational statements that are attached to them. And we use these things and they show up as a limiting belief in our lives. We cast power to them. And these 3 core distortions are also the ones that we have to start peeling back like an onion. We peel back to get to the core of the actual problem, because we typically start from the outside. People blame their circumstances and it shows up as, time, money, and other things. Then we move in further, we start to blame others, our spouses, our kids, our partners, our employees, our employers, until finally we come down to me, the self. It's me, it's my fault. But these 3 distortions don't show up as circumstances and others and self. No one says, oh, I blame my circumstances for not doing this and for not doing that. No, these are working behind the curtain. They're in our subconscious. They're running the programs from that level. They're belief systems. And so what happens is they manifest, and we tend to attach labels to these 3. And the labels usually come in these same 5 areas. And so the most common excuses are, under circumstances, is they manifest as time. I'm sure you've heard yourself say this before. and they're confronted with a decision to make, and they're like, now isn't a good time. I'm too busy. I have too much going on. I don't have enough time in my day. When I have more time, then I'll get to changing my life. Does that sound familiar to some of us? And then if not, or maybe it's money. So money is, you tell you tell yourself things like, I can't afford it. It's too expensive. I can't find the money. I don't know where I'll get money from. Like, all these excuses that we give out is under circumstances, and also manifests as, it's not a good fit for me. It is not for me. I'm not really sure if this will fit for me, and I'm a special snowflake. It won't work for me. It works for others, but not for me. It's just not a good fit for me. And we come up with these excuses based on our circumstances. But once we peel that back, we move closer to others. And in others, they manifest really as one big thing. It's like saying, I can't make a decision on my own. I need to talk to someone else about it. It's pretty much saying, I don't have the authority to make the decision. You're casting your power, your blame to someone outside of you, until we come to the self, where it manifests as, this decision, well, I kind of really need to think about it. And in essence, all you're doing is avoidance. You're avoiding to make the decision, and so you let life make it for you. And I have about 10 minutes left, and Dre wants to, he'll kick me off. He's a time Nazi. I'm just kidding. But I thought that I'd have time to take you through these things. But what we can do is, I was going to show you how to just sort of peel out each layer, and you solve each layer. But because we're short of time, what I'll do is, let's just take a look back at our story from earlier with the man at the pool of Bethesda, and let's peel back his onion. So if you remember from the story, at first he blamed or he gave power to his circumstances. I've had this problem for so long. It's for 38 years. That's time. I don't know what time the angel will come down, or when the angel will come down, what season. Still blaming time. Oh, I can't walk up the stairs. Every time I try to get there, I'm not there fast enough. Again, it's time. This whole arrangement of the angel coming down, me going to the water, that's just not a good fit for me. I'm a special snowflake. I'm special. I can't get there fast enough. A mix of time and not fit for me there. So we peel that back, we move closer. He says, since I can't walk, others get in the pool before me. He's casting his power to others, the blame to others. I don't have anyone to carry me into the pool when the angel comes and stirs up the water. He's blaming others for him not being able to get into the pool. So let's peel back again some more. Look at the self. This is pretty cool. Even when Jesus confronts him directly, confronts his self, and asks him if he wants to be healed, the man leads up with complaining about his circumstances and about other things. Like he just completely avoids making the decision to even just say yes. He avoids it altogether. And it sounds crazy, but we do this. We do this to ourselves even today. He had been telling himself this story over and over and over again, and he blamed everything outside of him. Like, think about it. How long have you been in your situation? How long have you been in pain? Is it 6 months? Is it a year, 10 years, 20 years, maybe 30 years, maybe 38 years? How long are you going to be blaming things outside of you all the time? I just don't have enough time. I'm too busy. Oh, the world is so crazy for me. It's too expensive. I can't afford it. Once you blame anything outside of you, you lose control. Or maybe it's not, time or money. It's maybe, you blame your spouse for not letting you make a decision. Maybe your business partner. You've given your power to them so that they can make a decision for you. And if things go wrong, you're off the hook. You didn't make the decision. It's not your fault. But until you come to terms with, it's me, I'm responsible, I am the one in power, I'm the decision maker. Until you do that, you will continue to be weak and powerless. You are the decision maker, so make the decision. But then why is it so hard to make a decision, right? Like, make the decision, but it's so difficult. Why? The answer is simple. Confidence. We don't have confidence. Like, wait, what? Confidence, decision making, just stay with me, I'm almost done. What is confidence, right? If we get down to the root of the word confidence, like, The root of the word is confide. And confide, what does confide mean? When we confide in someone, we put trust in them. So confide means trust. So it means that when people don't have confidence, they don't trust somebody. But then who is it? Who is that somebody that they don't trust? The truth is they don't trust themselves. People don't trust themselves when they don't have confidence. And here's the kicker. Why is it that they don't trust themselves? Why? Like, why don't they trust themselves? Here's the answer. It's because you are the only person who's ever heard every lie you've ever told. You are the only person who's ever heard every lie you've ever told. And now you don't have confidence because you've let yourself off the hook time and time again, over and over again, many times in the past. Now you can't even believe a word you tell yourself. You say to yourself, I'm going to go on a diet, and you start your diet. It's going great until you see that hot fudge brownie sundae staring at you, and you're like, you know what? That's overrated. And I've been told they don't even work. I'm going to have this sundae. Oh, I was going to go to the gym. I start working out, and you get to the gym after week 1, your body is sore. You're like, you know what? This is just not for me. Oh, I'm going to build a business. You get busy, you get there, you're working hard, and then it gets tough. No one's buying from you. You're putting these all-nighters, lead generation is not working. It's just crazy. You get tired. And then you let yourself off the hook. You do it over and over and over again. And the reason you do this is because all this time you've been making choices and not decisions. And so you don't trust yourself. And I want you to get this. The thing that is going to give you back power is confidence. Confidence will give back the power to you. And the thing that is going to give you confidence is stop making choices, start making decisions. You have to decide, not choose. You might think that, isn't this the same thing, choosing and making it? No, it is not the same thing. You see, to choose means to pick one. To decide comes from the Latin root de cadere. De means off, cadere means cut. So to make a decision means to cut off. So when you make a choice, you pick one. You don't throw away the others, you just pick one. But when you decide, you cut off any other possibility other than the one that you've decided on. To cut everything else and remain with just one option. And my final thought is, quick question. When did the man in the story finally make a decision? What was happening in the background? Well, here's the thing. Jesus is known as the way, the truth, and the life. So here's the truth. So the man was confronted by the truth, Jesus, with the truth. And the truth was given to him. And when he realized the truth, that it wasn't his circumstances, that it wasn't others, when he realized it was him, he was healed. He was made free. And you hear many people say the truth shall make you free. Well, that's only partly accurate, because that's just the second half of the verse. The actual verse says the truth you know shall make you free. Sorry, it says you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Meaning, if you don't know the truth, you cannot be free. Now, illustrate this quickly. On January 1st, 1863, Abraham Lincoln was the president of the US, and he signed a document, the Emancipation Proclamation, to declare all the slaves free in the US. In Washington, D.C., he signed this document. However, the slaves in Texas in the South did not get the news until June 1865. So they only got the news 18 months after the document was signed. Now, on January 1st, 1863, they were free, but they didn't know the truth until June 1865. So the truth was they were free on January 1st, 1863, 18 months before, but because they did not know the truth, they were still in bondage. As long as you don't know the truth, you will keep choosing and choosing and choosing and making choices, and you will never make a decision. So today I'm asking you to make a decision. Whatever has got you pinned down, whatever has got you feeling all shaken up, oh, I can't do this, make a decision today. Which future do you want to have? Which future will you decide to live today? Which future will you kill off today? Are you cutting off and killing off the future of your dreams, or are you cutting off and killing the future of not making a decision? Because indecision is also a decision. So please make a decision. I hope this helped someone today. And Dre, back to you.
Hey, legend, the time Nazi is back. I almost spit my drink out when he said that. Right, that was awesome. Love that. Love, 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 love. All right, let me get this back. All right, what's the best way to excuse me, what's the best way to get hold of you?
So I'm on Facebook, SEPO MWANGELWA. You can just search, or if you click on my cover photo, there's a link to book a call with me. If you have any issues, any pains, any problems, I get a free talk with anybody. So Facebook is where I'm at.
Awesome. And we've got 2 minutes left. So my question is, I've been asking everyone this question. With your clients or the people that come and see you, what are the, I guess, the patterns or the common problems that you see the most?
So the most common problems, I'll say, imposter syndrome. So most people I see are entrepreneurs. The imposter syndrome is really big. Lack of confidence, lack of self-trust, and fear of failure. I think those 4 things are really what I've seen mostly.
I love that. And any final words? So do you have anything like inspirational, motivational, like a quote or even a dad joke? Because I love dad jokes.
I love dad jokes too. So here's a dad joke for you. So I've started telling people about the benefits of dried grapes. It's all about raising awareness.
Yes. I love that, bro. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. Dre, thank you very much, man. I appreciate this. Love what you're doing. And my birthday is next week, Saturday on the 23rd. So July babies. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming on and then delivering that fire. Yeah, that was awesome. And I love the stories and I love how you delivered it. And also the support and then coming on and just supporting, contributing, donating. So I really appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man. Cheers.
Welcome. All right, have a good weekend. And if I don't see you or hear from you, you have like an awesome birthday too.
Cheers, man. Thanks.
All right, so that was Zeppo, Super Zeppo, absolutely awesome. And next up, we have Mrs. Daphne Suarez. All right. Big, massive welcome to you, Daphne. How are you?
I'm very well, Dre. How are you going?
I am amazing, absolutely amazing. So, firstly, I just want to say thank you for giving up your time because I know that you had quite a lot going on. So, really like to appreciate it. And I'm excited about what you're going to share as well. So, do you have slides? Do you have slides as well?
Yes, I do.
Cool. Right, what I'll do, so I'll talk you through it just in case because I know a few people have had problems earlier. So there's a little kind of TV screen with an arrow pointing up, just in the middle, down the
Yeah, should
bottom.
I press it now and just
Yeah,
try
press
it?
it now,
Lovely. Okay.
and then you should have some options where it
Window,
should
right?
say
Window.
yes, the window. So I think you can share to entire screen or to window, and then you.
Okay, some yellow message came that unable to share and some permission it needs and it disappeared.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
So I think I
try.
need permission from you. Okay, trying again. Please update system permissions to allow screen recording for the browser. Unable to share the screen.
Oh, okay.
No worries. Still, we go ahead. I've got my stuff and everything. So that was just to help the audience a bit. But they can always go on a replay if they are not able to take notes immediately. So that we are good to go.
Yeah,
Nothing
all
to
right,
worry
awesome.
about.
I'm going to leave you to it, and then I'll be back in about 20-ish minutes, and then answer any questions, and then all right.
Awesome.
See you
Hi, legends. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are tuning in from. I'm so excited to be here. Just a small intro about myself. My name is Dr. Daphne SOARES. I'm the founder and CEO of Carousel Moms, Business and Leadership Coaching. I'm a mom of two awesome young adults, and I enjoy running my own coaching business. The journey has not been easy because I used to have a 9 to 5 job, an amazing job. And then I got married. And when I got married, we also left countries. I'm originally from Pakistan, and my husband got a job in the Gulf. And then I later on joined him after a couple of months, where rather you would say nearly a year, when our little one was already born. So I became a stay-home mom and started looking after the kid, which was a really amazing time. I really loved what I did and the quality time that I have spent with my children. Being a stay-home mom, I started having a gap between my working experience, and then I had no local experience in the Gulf. And when they grew big, it was a little bit of a challenge, getting work. And I was really concerned about that if I got a 9 to 5 job, the kids would be neglected. Me and my partner did not want the kids to be raised by a maid or a nanny, which is a common trend out here. So, what do I do really? It was that I just cannot never sit down idle and just do nothing. So I stumbled across a psychology course which I dived in. It was online and I really loved it, and I started doing that according to the times that suited me. And with this, I started reaching out to people to help them with their problems, and I honestly loved it. Internal joy and satisfaction came from there. But yeah, as many of you know, that counseling calls for much more, and you have people with suicidal cases and stuff like that, which is can be a little bit, having the different side effects, right? Then I found coaching, and this was where I truly found my passion, my love, because I love to find the best in people. I never like labeling people because of anything, whoever they are. If you're a human being, you want to do something, you're passionate about it, I will help you get there no matter what. And I am myself unstoppable. I've stayed focused in my business, and that is where I am now running my own business and empowering other women to success. I commonly find people facing these problems, especially women, that what do I do? How do I do? And what is the best things to do? And with my business as a business coach, I can walk them step by step. Now, I'd like to dive in without wasting any further time on my main topic, which is customer experience and business success. No business without clients. You need the clients to run your business. You cannot run it alone. And it is important that you give them that experience that they want to hold on to, and they don't want to turn away to someone else and go somewhere else. Because nobody wants to listen to your crap, right? They want to move forward. They want to see that comfort. They want to feel that they are heard, they are cared, they are loved. And these are the things that you need to put into your business. But you cannot do or give what you do not have yourself in you. Knowledge is definitely needed in any field. And I think as we become adults, experience also speaks, and experience adds much more power to the knowledge, because just having the knowledge from the books is definitely not enough. You need that experience. And when that is combined together, you're able to really give your clients the best. Now, as I said, if you can only give what you have, so you have the knowledge, you have the experience, but then are you mentally and physically in that position to give the best to your clients? Especially with mompreneurs, we are juggling between home and work. And also the men, right? You'll have as dads, husbands, sons, you'll have also definitely different duties to perform in the home. And then what happens? One area gets neglected. If one area is neglected, my friends, you will surely fail because it will show definitely in the other area. Because when you are internally happy and at peace, that is what you are going to give out to all around you. People can sense those energies, that warmth, that love. People do not want the fluffs and the bunch of garbage and stories that you tell. And once you have created your balance between your work and your personal life, you can perform in equal areas. I help my clients with time management to get to that real, passion, that love, that inner feeling that comes, that is bubbling in from you to give your best to your clients. Because I'm sure when you go anywhere, you like to, maybe for a party, you like to associate with those people who are cheerful and happy and having fun, not the sulky ones. Say, oh, my kids are giving me so much trouble. I had to cook and, I'm so tired. You can go to hell with all those stories of yours. People damn don't care. So, customer satisfaction is very important for your business growth because they see and they can connect with you deeply. And how does it help? Because it helps in promoting you to retain your customers. It promotes loyalty. It promotes them to give referrals. They like to talk about you to their friends, to their colleagues, and everywhere. And word of mouth is very, very powerful. It is more powerful than fire. So have those referrals coming that your customers speak about you and prevent your clients from switching to others. Because if they do not find what they are looking for in you, they will turn to others. And I'm sure none of us want that. And after all, they are paying you, right, for service. They don't have free money to just waste on you. If they want, they go to someone else. We do it ourselves. If we go and dine in a restaurant and the food quality is not good, we'll tell everybody, oh my God, don't go to that restaurant. It is terrible. I had this terrible experience, and you move on to somewhere else. And when you love a thing, you find people even on social media putting their stories and their video clips and blah blah blah. Oh my God, I went on a date to this restaurant and the service was awesome. It was really value for money and even more. And always try to over deliver. Do not only deliver how much you are charging them, because you have fixed the price, not them. And when if you have said something is for say $500, give worth 1,000 and even more. So they stick around. They want you and they are long-term clients. Because when you have clients really staying on with you, you will find that they want to spend more and more time. They will invest more in you because they find the satisfaction, that peace of mind, and they will not want to turn away in any way. In other words, in the professional terms, this would be your greatest ROI, return on investment. You invest your energies, your passion, your love, your time, your knowledge, your everything, and all you get is abundance, abundance, abundance. And a time will come when you will not be able to really manage that, and you'll have to hire your teams and have other people assisting you. And even your teams should have a wonderful experience, because if your team is happy, they give happy service to your customers and they love to be heard. Always hear your customers through and through. If your customer says, I love the experience, just don't go with, oh, thank you, really loved my experience. The experience, that's beautiful. Rather make a dialogue. How did you like it? What did you like best? What would you like to see more in the future? How could I serve you more? The more you hear them, the more and spend time with them, the more they will love you and want you. And many times, what I have found in my clients, that when I really give my best to them, I listen to them. Sometimes there is underlying surface problems that they are hiding, they are covering. They will say, I've got, was sorry, not able to do this assignment. I was like busy, I was having a headache, and blah, blah, blah. The stories go on. But when you talk to them, they will really tell you what is the issue. Maybe there was a problem in their partner's office and he was in a bad mood. He blasted, it got transferred to them. Or there was a problem, the child was sick in school, they had to rush. So the transparency starts. And so must you also maintain transparency. I very openly at times speak to my clients. When I have a problem, if I'm ill or something, I would tell them, I'm feeling a bit low today, but yes, I will do your session. I'm with you, but I'm a bit low. So just bear with me if you don't find me exactly the same. Or, I'm a little concerned about my child because they are sick or they're having exam or something. So it became such a beautiful relationship. And I tell you, in business, the main issue is people focus on money. Now, don't get me wrong, business is for money. It's not only for charity to do everything free, right? And where you want to do, like, I'm supporting this awesome event of Dre's. And yes, I'm supporting charity, but again, I'm running a business where I am earning, right? So money will come. But if you are running only after money, it will show up in your business. Your clients will see that. People will see that and they will not want you. Even if you are the best business on earth, the best coach on earth, I'm sorry, my friends, do not focus. Money will definitely come. Like I said, the referrals, the word of mouth, their experience, everything will speak volumes, and money will not only come, it will rain down, it will flow, and you will have an abundance. And as my dear colleague in coaching, SEPO earlier said, right, that there's a difference between choices. So you can live a choice or you can make a decision. So today I invite you, if you are wanting to go towards business or you are in business, make the decision today how you want to serve your clients. What do you want to see in your clients? I'm sure you want to see their success and their growth. Make the decision today. Today is your time. Do not wait for a tomorrow and start procrastinating. Oh, tomorrow I will see. Today is just the weekend is starting. I will think on Monday. I'll think on Tuesday. The Mondays, Tuesdays will never come. Now is your time to say, yes, I stand in this step where I will serve my customers and my clients. I will make this transformation. And if you are stuck, the good news is you have coaches to reach out to. Reach out, ask for help. Asking for help does not make you smaller or show that you are incompetent. It just shows you're a beautiful soul, accepting that you are not God and you do not know everything. You can never know enough for everything. So seek help. Get that hand holding. It might be coming to you as a surprise that we coaches have coaches too. So if we are coaching you, we also get coached. So we are in that mindset of abundance, of giving, of living a really very happy life. And I'm so happy about running my business because I made this decision that I want to run my business. I work at a time that suits me, my children, and as I like not leaving my kids. Yes, they are young adults, but still I love that connection with my kids. And I tell you, I do work on the timings that suits me, what makes me happy, and everything goes around it. I serve globally, and my timings are very crazy because yes, I live in Dubai, but I don't only follow the right timings. I am all over the place with Australia, UK, US, Canada, India, Bangladesh, Switzerland, Italy, name it. I am all around the world. So I adjust my timings according to the week that I need to follow. And I'm very happy, and still I am able to make time for my children. So I am living a life of abundance, a life of choice, and I am just loving it, loving it, loving it. Well, as I will be concluding in a few minutes, I would like to also encourage you to get data from your customers. Give them a feedback form. Maybe they're looking for something else. Because you need to keep on growing and improving in business, ask them to give you a feedback of how they feel, what would they like to see in the future, what changes would they like to see. And then you could decide where you want to make those changes and improvements, which will really help you. And testimonials are very, very important. You might talk the world into things that you do, but if you don't have any testimonials, that's bad. And don't go with those long stories on social media, because you hardly have 5 seconds to catch the attention of your audience. They will swipe if you've got that long story giving your whole life history that, okay, I got the money and I decided to buy this for my company and invest to the client. You just have to come to the point and collect those testimonies, share it with others, because that is going to also help you to give a good customer experience and to grow and grow and grow your business. Because business is not about 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It is ongoing, my friends. And that is why majority businesses fail in the first 5 years, because they do not want to go and give that abundance, listen to their customers, make the change. They want to still live in their old ways. You cannot live in your old ways and expect to have a new way. You have to make that transition. I have made that transition. I have surrounded my people with awesome people that are always boosting me up, encouraging me in what I do. And don't worry, if you are hearing me right now, I will also add to this. I was a very shy, very reserved person, a person of very, very few words. And many might have remembered of my childhood and stuff like that. But I have made the decision because I wanted to do this. And I have made a choice for my success to everything, because who matters most? Before I attend to others, I matter most to me. Just like in an aircraft, in the time of turbulence, the air hostess always says, put the mask on yourself and then on the miners next to you. So I have put the mask, and I keep putting the mask on myself, giving that oxygen, that love, that pampering. It is not selfish. I truly love myself, and that is the abundance I go giving my clients to success, to grow. And I will tell you, you will soar to success. You will be unstoppable, and that will be you. The power is within you. Go forth and shine. Over to you, Dre. Come back on the wings of a dove.
Daphne, that was absolute fire. I feel like all pumped up and motivated and ready to go. All right, let's have a look.
Thank you.
Just chat. All right, so Heather was like, I love this. Awesome. All right, brilliant. All right, Daphne, I'm going to ask you the same question. So with your clients and people that come and see you, what are some of those common like pain points that they come to you with?
Majority, I find them is the financial stability. They come when
Mhm.
they are stuck, because everybody likes to sit down idle, do nothing, and sit in that comfort zone, right? But
Yeah,
when the money issues come, the children grow, because your child will not always be a baby and a toddler. They grow, their demands increase. And that's where they find the problem. What do I do? Or either they have lost their partner, the breadwinner of the family, And then where do I go? What do I do? They keep knocking on doors for loans. And I strongly do not believe in loans and credit cards. I don't even have religiously one credit card till to date.
Mm.
I just don't believe in it. So that is where they come to, that how can I do? But again, they have the limiting beliefs. How can I do it? I have not been working so many years. I don't know something. And even I find, since I'm in the Asian part of the world, I find the conservative people coming where they say, we can't go outside, we can't do things, we don't want to associate with the
Wow.
men or anything. Business can be done. And I think in today's time, thanks to COVID, it has thrown us on the internet. How beautiful it is
Yeah.
that you are in Australia. Am I right? In Australia? And I am in the Dubai.
Yeah, that's right.
And over the globe, on this 100 coaches coming from different part of the world, they're coming and connecting. You can do everything with your laptop from the home. And what could be beautiful, that you work on the timings that suits you, not as a 9 to 5 job and listening to the orders of somebody else and their whims and fancies. You live a life of your choice on the decisions. As Sepu said, you make the decision and then you live a life of choice.
I love that. Yeah, love that. Um, do you have any challenges, workshops,
I
seminars coming up?
Yes, I'm coming up in August from the 17th to the 21st with a 5-day challenge in which I will be working on I am not good enough, money mindset, and the business mindset. So all
Awesome.
these, I will help them to make a transition, and I will guarantee you that it works because I've tried it before. And I know how my clients, how women are literally dancing, doing this. But this 5-day challenge, I will be opening it to all. Yes, I deal with mothers, but I'm going to open it to all because I think in business everybody needs to hear it. And we women are living with the men, right? And the men need to hear it, because if they don't hear it, they don't let these women do things in their life. So going to open it to everyone, and let's rock it out. 17th to the 21st of August. A masterclass will be coming up. The date is not finalized, so they
Yeah,
need to stay tuned on my social media, Facebook and Instagram. I have I'm by the name of Daphne Suarez, and all remove the doctor. I'm not put that in my social media or
yeah.
as a profile name. And also Carousel Mums Business and Leadership Coaching. To remember my business names, it's very easy. I'm a mom. My life is like a carousel. I'm spinning around to the rhythm of the music, and I am syncing to that right rhythm. Thanks to my daughter with this invention of the business name.
I love that. I love that. And Daphne, any final words? So anything inspirational, motivational, even a dad joke or something? Like, what do you have for us? What do you like to leave on?
I'm just becoming naughty nowadays, so I'll be the good one because I was on the good girl side, right? So now I'm a little bit influenced by the kids and stuff, that enjoying life. So I don't have those jokes. You have to lead that. But I would share my standing statement that I give everyone, and that is, the power is within you. Break free from what is holding you back. People
Boom, shake,
always
room.
look here and there. We always compare. I cannot be you, you cannot be me. Stop searching outside. That's why this thing is, the power is within you, not me, not Dre, but it's in you. So break free. Today, I give the key to every single person in whatever decision you want to make and the life of your choice and abundance to break free. And I am waiting for you on the other side. Happy to connect anytime. And if you visit my website, www.carouselmoms.com, there you will get my freebie, which you can free download and enjoy. Thank you.
Awesome. Daphne, you're an absolute megastar. Thank you so much for coming on, all the value, sharing, donating, supporting. You've been an absolute rock star. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks to you. And really, you've got a heart more than gold. Even if I say gold, it's not enough. Literally, a young man like you sacrificing his birthday, and I've seen even the nights you're not sleeping. It's not easy. It's crazy. We all drove you crazy. We've juiced you and, chewed you in and out fully. You're awesome, Dre, and salutes to you. God bless you
Yeah.
always.
God bless you too. All right. Thank you, Daphne. I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. 2 speakers left. All right. You in, Jasleen? I can see she's in the back. She looks pumped up. She looks ready to go. All right. The penultimate speaker, Jasleen. Cool. Welcome to the stage. Can you hear me?
Hey, thank you for having me. Yes, I can hear you.
Excellent. What is going on? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's very hot in the UK here today, but yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right. What we'll do, we'll get straight into it. Do you have slides? Do you have?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
You do? Yeah, cool. Do you wanna, are you going to use them now or a bit later on?
I'm going to use them now.
Okay, right, awesome. So do you know where to
Can you
go? So it's
hear me
the.
okay?
Sorry, say that again.
Yeah. Share screen.
You good?
You can hear me okay?
Yeah, it's a bit delayed and it's a bit crackly as well.
Yes, I'm good. Yeah.
Cool. All right. I still miss
Okay.
that. Are you good? Or do you need help? Or are you good? Hey, Jasleen, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. I think it's just um, the connection.
Yeah, it's quite bad. Are you using like AirPods?
No, nothing. No,
No? Okay.
no AirPods. No Wi-Fi as well.
All right. So with the share screen, do you need help?
It won't let me access the share screen. It's just got a message.
Okay. All right. A few people have had that tonight. So
Okay.
are you able to do it without?
So what should we do then? It would help if I had them. It would help explain. Let me just try again. Hold on. I'm just gonna try again.
All right. Are you good to go? Yeah.
Let's just do this thing. Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to share my screen. Help if I could. Can I send you the slides and you share on your side?
Oh, sorry. Say that again.
Can I send you the slides? You can share with them.
If you want
It
to.
would help if I had them because I'm showing something.
How are you going to send it? You want to send it through Messenger?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Just sending it you now.
Just loading up.
Okay, Messenger.
Yeah, it's just loading up. Have you enjoyed the last couple of days?
Yeah, it's been really amazing. Dr. just before me. Oh, that was so inspirational, very motivational. So thank you, Dr. Daphne Soares, for that.
Sorry, it's just taking a long time, but yeah, looks like it's come through.
Okay. It's typical, isn't it?
All right. Yeah, that's right. It says request access. So I'm going to press request access. So I think it's saying it sent you an email.
Yeah, I'm just checking now.
I think the code is taking a piss.
1 second.
Your connection looks a lot better.
Yeah, I think it was just the initial. Oh, hold on. Let me just get from here a bit easier. I'm so sorry.
Sorry?
Okay, I'm just. No, I can't load the canvas, so I'm just going to get a PDF to you. Just give you messenger. It's just sending.
I'm sorry, say that again.
And the PDF for the
You say
slides, that'll be a lot easier. Yeah, it's just coming through now, almost there.
okay, so all right, guys. So we've got 2 speakers left for the evening. And then tomorrow is the last day.
Yeah, because I'm on your computer. Oh God, this is just
That's all right. It's all good.
good.
Cool. Right.
All right, have you got it? It's ticked.
Cool, yeah. Close that down. Cool. All right. Can't say anything.
Break and hear me.
All right, cool. You good to go now?
Yes, I am. All right, cool. So sorry about that, everyone. Thank you for being patient. I am a business coach, and I help high-ticket affiliate marketers to grow and scale. To come on today, I was keen to come and share my story, a little bit of what I do to help and serve people in my community. That is empowering women to build their empire, which is a very, very
Hey, Jazz, can you hear me? You're frozen on my screen.
you guys probably don't know. She's a little bit who was her father's firstborn child. So she was the firstborn in the family. Okay. And showing
Hey, Jazz, can you hear me?
can you hear me?
Yeah, you keep on my side. You keep breaking up, and it's
Can you hear me?
you keep freezing. Yeah, and I can't hear. Yeah, on my side, it's saying that your network coverage is got poor signal.
Okay, let me just.
You're gonna use your hotspot.
1 second. It'll just be a lot easier.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, I'm joining from my phone.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that seems a lot clearer.
Sorry, I've no idea what happened there. It's just typical of that time. So we'll just carry on from where we left off. So, as I was saying, this is to all. Some of you may know her, some of you may not, but her name is Amardeep. Okay, dreams and was full of life growing up. She was the first born to her parents, as princess and pride. As Amardeep was growing, many challenges in life, such as fitting into school, and she didn't really have many friends at all. But as she was growing up, she free. Sorry if I get emotional because this story goes. Of pursuing her career within midwifery, but life took a turn for her. a very unexpected age of 17. Life took a very unexpected turn for her. This little girl was taken, married off to a stranger. Her life was shattered to pieces and in corpse. She was just told what to wear, what to eat, to talk. She lost hope and she lost herself. Okay, but fast she also became a victim of domestic violence and financial abuse. She spent 9 years as a single mother, and she also had her eye person. But for those 9 years, she was alone, with no support from family, no money, no job, nothing. But she decided to say no and take control of her life. So let me know in the comments if she is doing now. So she's just grown, totally amazing. And I want to share with you who Amardeep is. Next slide, please. This is so Amardeep gave birth to JASLEEN, me. So sorry. I was that girl who had dreams. After all the trauma and all the suffering she went through. Now you're thinking, how did she do this? Oh my God, I need to calm. So how did I do this? Well, I just stopped. I stopped caring about what people think about me. I stopped pleasing others negatively, and I stopped sharing my plans with and troubles with people. I ended relationships that took advantage of me because there was a lot of those. But once I recognized my limiting beliefs and trauma, I took to the online space with Storm, a coaching business to help other women and men, obviously, with their child. So that's me on the left, and that's my daughter. Business to help other women and men to reconnect with their inner child. Oh my God, why am I so sorry, guys? I wasn't expecting to be so emotional. Just give me a minute. So, third time is to help other men and women connect with their inner child so that they can also bring their and their purpose to life. Okay, just as I have, and I'm going to share with you that I teach, and it's not something that I've just sort of whipped up. It's proven, it's tested. So with you a roadmap. So if you could just go on to the next slide, Ray. So this is a roadmap to living your dreams, okay, from A to B. Now, A is probably where you are right now, you have been, or you may in your life. You may be scared, confused, worried, and you may have had a bad experience. But that's okay. That doesn't define you or your. We want to get you from A to B, okay? But to get there, X in the middle. And how do we get to the X in the middle? Well, you need to first recognize, confused, worried, and whatever else that you're feeling. You're anxious, or whatever other feelings that you have. Recognize them, okay? That's going to move you closer to the cross. Once you recognize who understand them, recognize them, and let them go. And I don't mean go on something insane. What I mean is you just let them go internally, mentally. Don't let them control you, okay? The more you do that, so you can do it through talking to people around you. You're gonna have to find your way of doing journaling. I've got a journal here that I journal in all my thoughts, my feelings, and it helps. So you could try that. You could, I'm so sorry. I think it's nerves more. So we want to get you from A to B. So try journaling those thoughts out, talking those thoughts out. People that can help you, even just from this event. There's been so many coaches that can help. Okay. Once you've sort of got halfway, okay, feel more content. Once you start releasing those feelings, you go into joy and happiness. And what that's going to help you to do is to start living a life that's more impactful on the people around you, to be more motivated to do positive things and create an impact. That is just following the steps that I'm going to share with you in the next slide. Okay, if we can have the next slide, please. So the step is first of all to forgive people. Okay, this is going to take a lot of courage. You have to feel like the list in the A that we had that make you feel anxious, worried, and all. Just forgive them, because where you're headed, there's no room for those people there. Who that is, it could be colleagues, friends, family, whatever. Forgive them, let it go. Which you will probably find most difficult is to remove from those people, from that community, from that environment. That's probably because you may have grown up with some of these people. You may have spent your whole life with some of these into this world. But for you to forgive them from that environment is going to be, again, very hard, but you have to do it. Okay, we have to get somewhere, and there's no space for this sort of people and environment. Then this is where the work comes in. You have awareness by spending each day to connect with that little girl, that little boy locked away somewhere that's just lost. Okay, and again, find your own way of doing it. But for me, it was just, and because I have a daughter, seeing her. Okay, so you may have kids within. Then find your passion. So this is insane, something, really, really big. It can be something, a simple one, how to do something that you truly feel passionate about. I know this one woman, what she does is she shows people how to plant plants. And she's got a whole plants, how to grow plants, how to nourish them and look after them. It's a passion, and she's made a whole business out of that. So again, it can be just the day that you find passionate. Okay, then the next thing you're gonna have to do is connect with the audience. No matter how big or small your passion is, there's always going to be an audience out there that you can serve and connect with. Okay, then the next, most from a place of love and good intentions. You've got to come from a place of love. Okay, when you come from a place of love, it will show. Okay, and your intentions, obviously, yes, our ultimate goal is to make money, right? Cool, that is why we're all here, but you have to come from good intentions to be able to make that money, to have a more abundant and prosperous business. Okay, build your signature culture, give back to good causes like this. It's not rocket science. Okay, you may just helping hand with that to get to that point, but again, it starts from forgiving people those energies, those environments, to be able to become self-aware and connect with your inner child. Find your passion. Naturally, you will find it. And then once you finally go out and connect with people that also have that passion, okay, and start building as a man, because you can do it, and I'm living proof of that you can do it. Slide. What I'm going to do next is share my 30K framework with you. So if Drake could just go on to the next slide for me, please. Okay, thank you. A framework that I have filtered down. I've several frameworks within my own business. Okay, and this is what doesn't mean that what I tried in the past didn't work. It just means that it was working as effectively as I wanted. Okay, so this is a framework and tested by myself and by my students, and it's for anyone in any niche. This you could be baking cakes and applying this framework. So I'm going to explain it to you, so don't words and this image. So the first at the top, we've got optimize and filter. Optimize and filter out your profile. And what I mean by that, we're going to clean up to a funnel. So the first thing is not to be afraid to unfriend or block people, okay? Because we want to make space for people that connect with your vision and support you with what you're doing, okay? So that's the first thing is profile optimization, tidying it up and turning it into a funnel. People come to your profile, they know who you are, what you do, how you help them. Those are the 4 things that need to be evident and optimized on your profile because use, not for anything else. Okay, the next thing we work on in training at the top. So what is awareness spectrum? Awareness spectrum is understanding are on the spectrum. So let's say, for example, let's say this is a spectrum. Yeah. So we've got beginners, intermediate, and so as a beginner, it's important for you to understand who you can. As a beginner, if you think that you can prospect the seasoned affiliate or the marketer or the business owner, you got to them. However, the intermediate person is going to have the beginner. Why? Because the intermediate person is where the beginner wants to be. The seasoned affiliate marketer or coach is going to have an easier job to intermediate person because the coach is where the intermediate person wants to be. That means it's understanding where you sit on the spectrum and who is your ideal client, your dream customer, whatever you want to call it. Because once you of where you sit on the spectrum, you will filter out the noise. You will think of who you need to connect with, what community you need to connect with, and where to find them. Okay? The thing to optimizing and filtering is finding your POV, which is your point of your voice. You have to have a very strong voice and point of view to be able to. That's what's going to make you different from everyone else in whatever industry you're working in. So solely focus on Facebook organic strategies because that's what works for me. I'm a kind of a no BS person. Even emotional, I apologize for that. I'm not usually like that. But I'm very sort of like blunt. Anything, I just say things as they are because sometimes that's what you need to hear. And I'm known for that. Now, you will need to find your own POV, your own point of view, your own sort of opinion. And once you have found that nice presence, which is in the bottom left-hand corner, okay? And we do that through we create a presence on multiple channels, okay, step by step, not all at once, in all the channels. No, we start building your audience and your presence on one example that could be Facebook. Once you have got that, you can then sort of branch out and use those and leverage those platforms as marketing tools to sort of bring in more. Okay, then we start working on your lead magnets and live trainings. Again, giving first. You have to come from a place of serving and giving to your. Otherwise, you're not going to really have anything to sort of do or say. So a lead magnet, as they call it, way of giving information, giving value to someone that, you know, you may be talking, interested in what you do. So it's a good way to showcase your knowledge, your value with a lead magnet. That could be a video, a PDF, whatever, you know. And obviously doing live trainings. Going live is so important. You guys understand the power that going live has, because when you go live, you're going to push yourself out of a comfort zone. You're going to do something that you wouldn't normally do. And okay, then we're going to create a multi-purpose, because content is the lifeline of your business. It's the blood of any business. Okay, unique, authentic content. And again, there's no magic for it. There's not a magic pill. Take this pill and you're going to sort of create some insane content. You just have to go out there and do it using experience. So, for example, if you're a beginner, you're not going to have credibility and maybe authority achievements, but you're going to have gone through a lifetime of experiences that you can share with. What experiences within life is going to create content for you to start with until you get more testimonies that you can sort of share with people. Okay, and then we use those content for channel marketing platforms. Okay, so that's how you will sort of create an online presence. You are, what you're about, what is your point of view, voice, and how you can help people. An online presence and connecting with other people that are in your industry that can help get you. Okay, then we're going to go on to the juicy stuff, which is money generating activities. Magic happens again. So the first thing that you need to have is an offer that is having an offer that converts, an irresistible offer, but it's very, very important to have that. And if you've got an offer and you're showing it to someone, before you show it to someone, if you would buy that, okay, as a customer, would you buy that offer yourself? You would buy it, and you can deliver on that offer. So don't just put an offer together that for the sake of it you can deliver on. Then go ahead and put your offer out there to people. Okay, so for yourself before showing it to someone, you need to have closing strategies. So in Messenger on a call is basically how you're going to make money and have cash flow in your business. High touch closing strategies. Okay, strategies that are proven to work. Then to closing strategies, you need to have a sales process, because that's how you're going to make money. Without having a sales process in business, to generate sort of 10K months and beyond. So process is what ties this all together. That's our ultimate goal. But to get there, you know, down to closing strategies and going through the steps strategically, that only do is not just bring you cash flow into your business, who sort of help you connect with your true passion, which is what the heart does. You need to be passionate about something to do this. So for empowering women, and obviously trying not to cry on lives, but also being there to serve them from a place of love and integrity, which is very close to me. Sort of formed my coaching program, and that will create for you your identity business. Okay, so this is the exact framework that I have within my business. This is like the back end, if you want to call it, amongst obviously other things. But if you can, I don't know if you want to take a screenshot of this if you focus on this. Okay, these are the little steps that you would need to take to and beyond and build your empire. Now, the next slide is what I'm going to share with you together, especially for this event. It's not something that I would normally do. So if Drake and she's so what's next? There's two things here. I'm actually going to I know you can't click on that, but you can take that web address. Okay, so share on how you can turn leads into sales using OCE framework, which is an organic cash extraction framework. So if you have where it says access here, that's the website that you would need to go to, and you can access. I did, where I literally go through identifying your customer, types of prospects you have, using the right tonality and things like that. It's for so you guys can go and access it from that link, but for you guys, normally to access my services is, but for the next 7 days, I have slashed $1,000 off that price, donating 20% of each sale to charities for Rett syndrome and anger, plus some juicy bonuses for you. So that is just simply because Dre has put this event together for my services, and I'm going to be donating 20% of each sale to charities. Okay, so again, take a screenshot of that because you're going to need that website to access and obviously to make take advantage of that offer. So that's going to take some text. If you could just pull that up, Dre, please.
Sorry, say that again, Jazz. You ready?
There's one more.
Oh, there's one more.
Okay, so happy birthday to Dre for tomorrow. Amazing event, because I know it's your birthday weekend. You could easily be out celebrating with your friends and your family, putting up with me, crying, getting emotional, and everyone else sort of draining the life out of you. And for this, so thank you for being so selfless for us. And obviously, thank you. And please donate as little or as much as you can towards this amazing. And if I didn't mention, that's my daughter on the right with me. She's nearly 3 years old, and that, you know, I was able to serve you. But yeah, thank you, Dre.
You, Jazz, you are so welcome, and yeah, thank you for that. And that was a bit emotional, wasn't it? Like with I could feel when you were talking about
I
your.
know I'm to be emotional, but that's all. I do apologize.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, I could feel that, and everyone else could feel that as well. So yeah, thank you for assisting, because with the technical problems at the beginning, and that you kept going. So really appreciate you. Thank you for the birthday messages. Thank you for the gold. Thank you for being such a big supporter of everyone over the past couple of days, and yeah, for being a part of this as well. It's really special. So appreciate you so much. And
Thank you for having me.
you go and enjoy your day.
Apologize.
One last thing.
Yeah.
A couple of last things. What's the best way to get hold of you? And do you have any final words?
I think the best way to get hold of, because that's just the best way. So you can just type in my name, JASLEEN, or JASLDUR, and my profile should pop up. That's the best way. And just to sort of the final words would be to do something that's not normal. Okay, be courageous, to stand and have a POV, have a point of view, have a voice that no one. That's what's going to make you successful. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and what you can deliver from your core. Happen. Don't focus on the end result. Yes, we're here to make money, but if you're going to be focused, you're going to miss the important steps to get there. So focus on taking each day as it comes. And yeah, you'll eventually get there. Just like I think it was somebody else said, being that 1% better every day. Aim for that, because your ultimate goal.
Love that. What a great to end. All right, Jazz, thank you very much. I'm saying.
Thank you, Dre.
So welcome. All right, next up is Millsy. How are you, superstar?
I'm really, really good. Thank you, Dre. How are you doing? Gosh, it's the end of the day for you, isn't it? Nighttime for you?
Yeah, last one. So we went a little bit over because of we had some technical problems.
Don't worry. Don't worry. No problem.
Share. Yeah, cool. All right. Do you need like slides or anything, or you good to?
No, I'm just gonna talk.
Love it. All right. You do your thing, and I'll see you in about 20-ish minutes.
No sweat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, first of all, great big thank you to you, Dre, for organising this amazing event and this fundraising event, and blimey, for keeping us all organised and coordinated in the background. You've done an absolutely phenomenal job. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about confidence, kind of what it is, how to improve it, and how to deal with that inner critic, you know, that voice that kind of chats away to you and tells you that you're no good, tells you stories. I've also got a couple of giveaways at the end. But first off, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about me. So some of you watching will kind of know who I am, but some of you won't. So I am a coach that works with women. I support women to build their own unstoppable confidence and self-belief. I set up my business about a year ago, and I went full-time at the beginning of this year, January this year. And prior to that, I spent about 20 years working in the charitable sector as a senior manager and coaching teams in the charitable sector. Now, the reason I work with women around confidence is because I myself used to have really, really low confidence. Kind of a bit of a history to me. I was sexually abused by a friend of the family repeatedly over a sustained period of time. When I was very young. I was a very, very little girl, and I grew up in my teenage years and my early 20s just having no belief in myself, really low self-esteem, low self-worth, and that inner critic, that inner voice had completely taken over. It was running riot in my head, and there were days where I was completely paralyzed and I couldn't get out of bed because of what I was telling myself, the awful things that I was saying to myself. And then I got to my late 20s and I thought, you know what, I can't continue to live like this. I've got so much more to give and so much more to do. And so I found somebody to help me, and I realized that I didn't need to believe that voice anymore. I didn't need to believe what that voice was telling me anymore. And since then, I've continued with my journey of personal development and discovery. So I just want to start off by asking a question. What is confidence? What comes to mind when you think of confidence and when you think of yourself and confidence? Is it all about doing, being seen to do? Confidence is nothing but a belief. It's just a belief that you have about yourself, about your abilities. And the thing about beliefs is they can be changed. You have the power to change your beliefs, but it is up to you. There is a really famous quote by Henry Ford. He said that whether you believe you're right or you believe you're wrong, you'll always be right. Sorry, if you believe you can or you can't. If you believe you can or you can't, you'll always be right. And that's the thing about our beliefs. Our beliefs are so incredibly powerful. They affect our behavior, and they affect what we believe we can and we can't do. The irony is that if we believe we can achieve something, if we have a challenge or an activity coming up and we believe that we can do it, we have much higher chance of achieving it, of being successful. If we have something coming up and we tell ourselves that we can't, we don't think we can do it, I don't think I can do it, I haven't got the skills, I'm not able to do this, you actually have a much higher chance of not achieving it. And so it becomes this self-fulfilling prophecy and this negative feedback loop, which just holds us in a place of not believing. Now, the thing about confidence is that actually nobody is confident 100% of the time. I'm sure we all have people in our lives that we look at and think, oh, they're a really confident person, and they just exude confidence and they're confident all the time. They're not. Nobody is confident 100% of the time. Confidence is situational. There are some people who can be really confident in some scenarios and really lack confidence in others. And I'm sure you all know somebody who maybe is really successful in business, in their career, high-powered jobs, but their personal life is shambolic. Situational confidence. And also people can appear confident and can exude confidence and radiate confidence when actually they don't have that much confidence. That inner critic is still running rampant in their head, but they've just found a way of having a mask on and portraying confidence when really they don't have it. Now, our brain is the most magnificent organ. So powerful. It keeps our bodies running. How many of you are sitting there thinking, well, what's my liver up to right now? No one. None of us think about everything that goes on in our body. Our brain does it all automatically. But unfortunately, that power that our brain has can affect us negatively as well at times. And research has shown that our brains have evolved over the years to react much more strongly to negative experiences and focus on the negative experiences. And it does that to keep us safe, which many hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago even, was useful. Back in the days of caveman, lots of threats. And actually, back in the days of medieval times, lots of threats. Our brain was just doing its best to keep us safe. But in modern days, we don't have those threats. And that negative chat, whilst it's trying to keep us safe, it's actually just holding us back. The words we use have power. And the thing is, our brains don't know any different when we tell ourselves stories. Our brains believe the words that we use and believes the stories that we tell ourselves. The story you tell is the life you live. Whatever stories you tell yourself is the experience that you have. And what we repeat, we become certain about. And what we focus on, we feel. And whatever it is we're feeling then affects what it is that we say and do and how we behave. And so what I'm talking about is the need for us to train our brains to think differently. We're all used to training our bodies. We know about gyms, we know about going running. It's the same for your brain. Brain training is exactly the same principle. And weren't we all taught at school? We were taught at school about hygiene, personal hygiene, washing our hands, keeping our bodies healthy through a healthy diet. How many of us were taught to keep up here healthy and hygienic? And so I just want to do a little demonstration. There's a little bit of audience interaction, so get ready. And this is about demonstrating to you the power of your brain and the power of your thoughts and how that affects you. I want you to just take a moment to think about something in the past, a challenging situation, a difficult situation, or something really horrible that's happened to you in the past. And I just want you to take a moment and think about that, focus on that. And think about how that makes you feel. Okay, shake it off, shake it out. Now I want you to think about something that brings you joy. It lights you up, fires you up, gets you excited. Think about that. How does that make you feel? And just think about the two different emotions that you just had. Which one made you feel better? Which one made you feel stronger, happier, more empowered? I'm going to have a guess it was the second one. So the reality is we all can choose. You can choose what your thoughts are. You can choose what it is you focus on. And you can choose what beliefs it is that you form about yourself. So this personal narrative that you've got going on in your head, this voice that continues to focus on this belief of not being good enough, actually prevents you from transforming your life. Our beliefs, and I think I've already mentioned this, our beliefs affect how much action we take, which then affects the results that we have, which then affects how we feel about ourselves and the stories that we tell ourselves. Our beliefs just shut off any opportunities before they've even had a chance. If you're letting that negative voice just constantly chat away to you, you're just shutting off any opportunities that you have before you've even been able to grab hold of them. Now, so far, we've learned about the power of our words and our thoughts, how our words and our thoughts affect how we feel and how our beliefs affect our behavior. And what I'm talking about here is training our brain. As I've already mentioned, it's about training our brain to think differently. And the thing with training the brain is it takes repeated action. It's the same, you don't go to the gym once and that's you fit and toned for the rest of the year. You don't go out for a run once and that's you ready to run a marathon. It's the same with training your brain. You've got to do it over and over and over again. So, moving away from the brain and looking at our bodies, our physiology. How we use our bodies also affects the way that we think. And again, I want you to just have a think about how you hold your body, how you stand, and have a think about if you're not feeling confident, how do you stand when you're not feeling confident? If you are lacking self-belief, if you're feeling a bit low, how do you stand? How do you hold yourself? Your head will be down, your shoulders will be slumped, and there will be this desire to fold in on yourself, make the world go away, shrink, disappear. Now have a think about how you hold yourself when you're feeling great. You're feeling empowered and feeling strong and feeling confident. You stand up straight, your shoulders are down and back, your head is up, and you look people in the eye. And have a think again about which one of those makes you feel better. Our physiology affects our feelings. And to master our emotions, we need to understand how our thoughts and our body interconnect. If you ever have a moment where you're lacking confidence, if you ever find yourself in a situation and that brain chatter is taking over, change your physiology. Change how you're standing. Stand up straight, get your shoulders down and get your head up. And just think to yourself, I've got this. I've got this. Now there's a really great TED talk on this. Amy Cuddy, some of you are probably aware of it. Amy Cuddy was at Harvard University quite a few years ago. They did some research at Harvard University. It was mainly focusing on the imposter syndrome, but to be honest, the imposter syndrome is basically that voice. And they discovered, the research they found that this kind of strong, confident pose, they call the power pose. Sometimes, people put their hands on their hips. They found that it increased testosterone by about 20%. Now, I know some of you men are probably sitting there thinking, oh, I don't need any more testosterone. You might do. But testosterone is also really, really important for women. It's a really powerful hormone that can help you feel confident. And that power pose also decreases your cortisol levels. So the stress hormone, it decreases that by about 30%. So if you want to learn more about that and kind of dive into that in a bit more depth, just go onto Google and just type in Amy Cuddy TED Talk and that'll be there for you. So I've already given you like a few little tips on how to make change, what to do differently, the thoughts we have, your physiology. There are many, many ways, lots and lots of ways to grow your confidence. And obviously this is what I do a lot more in depth with the clients that I have. But the thing about growing confidence is it requires you to take the action. Nobody else can do it for you. And some of them require you to take really uncomfortable action and get out of your comfort zone. So a few little other little tips and things that I talk about with my clients is just get out there and try. If you've got something coming up that you've been avoiding, or an opportunity that you've turned down, just go out there and give it a go. Because waiting for that moment, that perfect moment when you think it's going to feel right, is never ever going to happen. None of us have those moments where something feels right all of the time. You've just got to get stuck in. And having a go and trying, no matter how scared you are, is actually that first step in building that confidence, because it demonstrates to you that actually you can do it. Now, I know you're probably sitting there thinking, oh, but God, Sam, what if I try and I fail? No, man, get out there and fail. I know it sounds completely counterintuitive, but you build a lot more confidence when you get things wrong. Confidence isn't created when life is easy. You get things handed to you on a platter, you're not gonna build any confidence. Confidence is built when life is hard and it's tough, and you pick yourself up and dust yourself down and you get back on that horse again and you get on. And the thing is, every time you get it wrong, you're just learning another way of how to do it or how not to do it. There's a really famous interview, Thomas Edison, the guy who invented the light bulb, long time ago, late 1800s, and some of you are probably aware of this story. He was being interviewed for the newspaper. He failed thousands, I think tens of thousands of times when trying to invent the light bulb. And the reporter, when he had the interview, said to him, what does it feel like to keep failing? I mean, you failed thousands, tens of thousands of times. What does it feel like? And why did you keep going? What made you keep going? And Thomas Edison said, no, I never failed. I never failed. I just learned another way not to do it. There's no such thing as failure. It's feedback. Every time something doesn't go right, you're just getting feedback. Another really quick hack, review your achievements. Get a journal, get a nice book, and write down all your achievements. You have all achieved amazing things through your childhood, your teens, your 20s, your 30s, wherever you are in life. With schooling and education, college, career, business, health, physical challenges, family, marriage. You've all achieved amazing things. Take a moment, write it all down, and keep it handy, keep it live. Review it every now and again and just remind you how bloody awesome you are. I swear, by the way, sorry, got to come on to that in a minute. And keep adding to it. Every time you do something, keep adding to it. And deal with that inner critic. That inner critic that's kind of running your life. There's some really easy steps. The first step is just to identify and just say to yourself, oh, here you are again talking to me. Yep, I got you. Second thing is to give it a name. It's not you. That isn't you talking to yourself. Give it a name and then tell it to go away. Now, if you're not a fan of swearing or bad language, then I suggest you turn the volume down for a minute, because I'm going to tell you about my inner critic. I have one. Of course I have one. I just manage it. My inner critic is called shitface. And whenever shitface starts talking to me, I tell shitface to fuck off. Really powerful. Really, really powerful. Oh, here you are again, shitface. Fuck off. You've got nothing of value to say to me. And it works. And I replace it. When I've told shitface to go away, I replace the thought with, I can do this, I've got this. And my final tip, move your body. Now, I'm not going to get you up dancing, but I do that in my workshops. I get women out of their seats dancing, because it is the quickest way. If you're really feeling low and you're really lacking self-belief and self-confidence, put your favorite song on and have a dance, and that will lift your mood and your spirits instantly. So thank you. Thank you for listening. I hope this was useful for you. And as I said at the beginning, I've got a couple of free giveaways. So the first one is, I have an ebook. I've got a 3-step guide on how to radiate more confidence. So if you get in touch with me, I will get that to you and I will let you know how to do that, how to get in touch with me. And also, this has been an amazing event. raising money for two fantastic initiatives. And so in the spirit of charity and giving away, I have 2 pro bono spaces. I am offering 2 women the opportunity to work with me for free. So if you are sitting there thinking, I need help with this, get in touch. Or if you know somebody that you think needs help with this, give them my contact details. And my contact details, how to get in contact with me. The easiest way is through Facebook. So if you just type Sam Mills Coach into the search, my page will come up. Or alternatively, you can email me at Sam. So it's sam@sammills.uk. And I'll say that again. It's sam@sammills.uk. And my final question to you is, if you are really struggling with your confidence and it's holding you back, how much longer do you want to keep living like this? Thank you, Dre. That's me.
Hey, Millsy, do you like golf?
Do I like golf? You know what? I come from a golfing family. I can talk golf, never played.
Oh, I was going to say, because that was a hole-in-one. So, yeah, absolutely love that. I love the pro bono offer. Huge.
Yeah. No, I feel so strongly about helping. I've got over my issues and I'm living a completely different life, and I know that I can help other women to lead a completely different life. So yeah.
Love that. All right, one question, because you already answered like how to get hold of you, and I've asked everyone this today. Pain points. What are the sort of like pain points, frustrations, and challenges of the people that, or the women that you come across? Like, so they want more confidence. What are some of the like problems within inside? Bloody hell, I can't talk. Blah 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 blah.
I know what you're saying. It's late for you, Trey. I know what you're saying. You know, confidence can affect them in so many different ways. Sometimes it's just the ability to speak their truth. Sometimes, you know, women they're hiding and they're pretending to be someone. They're pretending to be someone that they're not because they think that's the way of fitting in. But it makes them feel uncomfortable. There's discomfort in that because they're not speaking their truth. Confidence affects relationships, ability to, you know, sustain a healthy relationship, manage a healthy relationship. I have many clients who are struggling within their marriages. They want to be able to again speak their truth and be honest about what's happening within the relationship, but they don't. Affects them in their work life, you know, bullying, not being able to stand up and being able to stand up to being bullied. But actually, a lot of the time, it's just holding them back. That they have a dream, they have a vision of where they want their life to be, and they just don't have the confidence to get out there and grab it and take those first steps.
Millsy, just want to say thank you for being like your story. I didn't realise like your story, you know, with the like the sexual abuse and it happened for a while. So thank you for being like open and vulnerable about that, because that's not easy to talk about. And final words from you. So do you have something motivational, inspirational, a quote, or maybe a dad joke that you want to finish on?
I'm rubbish at jokes, Dre. I leave that in your very capable hands. I just want people to know that they have it within them. Whatever self-doubt you've got, you have the ability to put that to one side, and you have the ability to live the life that you want to live and create the dream that you want to create. And if you want some help with that, just reach out.
Millsy, thank you very much. Thank you for all the support, contributions, donations, and also coming on here and sharing, and just you being an amazing human.
Thank you. Very welcome, and thank you, Dre, again. Thank you.
You're so welcome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today, and one more day left, and I'm out of words. I'm out of words, and I need to sleep. So we'll see you guys bright and early in the morning. Tomorrow morning we have, I think Margaret's up first at 6 o'clock. Then I can't remember the other names, but we've got an awesome lineup. So we had an awesome lineup on Friday, today's Saturday, and one more day to go. And I'm not sure if anyone knows, but it's my birthday tomorrow, so an hour to go. Right, I'm going to love you. I'm going to leave you. Be amazing. Be awesome. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar tomorrow is only okay.